SWAT team members surrounded the Arcadia Park apartment complex on Friday with their weapons drawn. Police say it was a situation that started around 10:30 when 4th Division officers spotted two men in an altercation.
The man was firing shots at another. No one was hurt, but the individual that was doing the shooting ran into an apartment which was believed to be his.
The man refused to come out, so the SWAT team and negotiators were called in. After more than 2 hours, the suspect surrendered without incident. It was a tense afternoon for neighbors, including Victoria Aguilar, who lives nearby with her husband and two young children.
It's kind of scary knowing I have young kids and there's kids around here as it is. Somebody could have got hit or got hurt, especially people that don't have vehicles that are walking up and down the street.
She says she's lived in this neighborhood for years, but now she's having second thoughts about raising her children here.
Within the last couple years, the neighborhoods just really went downhill. So it's kind of like, makes me wonder about moving out, but it's just been really difficult. It's kind of hard to find a place these days.
And at this hour, police have not released the suspect's name or the charges against him. Reporting live from the scene, Matthew Rand, WOKY News.
A teenager is out of the hospital after being shot outside a New Albany gas station. Police say the 19-year-old woman was shot around 6:15 last night at the Marathon on St. Joseph Road. Tonight, detectives are looking for a 17-year-old they want to question about that incident. Neighbors say officers stayed at the gas station for hours collecting evidence, a scene some say they never thought would happen.
Exactly, not in my backyard right there. You know, I've been around New Albany my whole life, and nothing like this has really happened this close to me. And it's crazy that they just shot and left. What's the story behind that? That's makes it even worse, scary.
Gas station employees say there is surveillance video from the shooting. It has been handed over to police as part of the investigation. The Louisville man charged with killing two teenage brothers and a third man is now accused of trying to break out of Metro Corrections. Bryce Rhodes was arraigned today for criminal mischief, escape, and tampering with evidence. The 26-year-old was strapped to a wheelchair and wearing a spit mask because of previous outbursts. Now, according to arrest records, Rhodes used a metal object to dig a hole into the wall of his cell, but he flushed it down the toilet before corrections officers could get it. Rhodes is now in jail and charged with shooting and killing Christopher Jones last May. Detectives say 2 weeks later he killed 14-year-old Larry Ordway and 16-year-old Maurice Gordon because they had witnessed the other murder. Their bodies were found stabbed and set on fire behind a vacant home. Rhodes will be back in court on those charges next month.
A Shepherdsville couple faces charges tonight after a traffic stop in Bullitt County. Detectives stopped Jonathan Ernspiker, Sr. on Monday. The convicted felon was wanted on a parole violation. A police canine detected drugs in his car. The Bullitt County Sheriff says that deputies found $5,500 worth of crystal meth, along with scales, baggies, and drug paraphernalia. Ernspiker was arrested for drug trafficking and possession, as well as a weapons charge. A passenger, April Hoover, is also facing drug charges. Both will be in court next week. A Harrison County, Indiana man faces charges for trying to meet a child for sex. Larry Lyons Jr. was arrested this morning in Frankfort. It was part of an operation by Attorney General Andy Beshear's Cyber Crimes Unit. They say the 36-year-old drove from his home in New Middletown after chatting online with an undercover investigator posing as a child. Lyons is being held on a $10,000 bond.
Republicans are wasting no time pushing through a slew of bills to advance many of their priorities. It's the first time they've controlled both Kentucky's House and Senate. Mark Vanderhoff is at the state capitol to recap this busy first week of the 2017 General Assembly.
If you ask Democrats, they say things are being rushed. If you ask Republicans, they say they're finally making progress.
When you came up here on the first day, you needed a seatbelt because things were moving so quickly.
Many lawmakers say it's unprecedented. 6 bills being worked through at least one chamber each in just 4 days. The bills include a ban on abortion after 20 weeks, a bill requiring ultrasounds before abortions, a so-called right-to-work bill, one eliminating the prevailing wage paid on state contracts, a pension reform bill, and one that reorganizes U of L's Board of Trustees. Democrats say it's all being pushed through too fast.
Everyone should have a time to digest and read the legislation they're about to vote on if we've never seen it before. And so some of those bills, like dealing with U of L, we haven't heard testimony, we haven't seen it. Those are tough bills, and I think those are the things that shouldn't necessarily slow down, but we should just take more time during the day to make sure everybody has a chance to understand what's going on.
Many Republicans have been waiting for this week for years.
That it's finally happened after 30-some years of struggling to try to get right to work in this state and to put people back to work, in my opinion. And also, I'm an avid pro-life person. This pro-life legislation that we passed, I'm proud of that.
If the criticism against us is that we're here doing work earlier than anybody else has ever done it and more efficiently and more quickly than anybody else has ever done it, I'll wear that mantle.
Both chambers will convene Saturday morning to pass the first bills of the 2017 legislative session. In Frankfort, Mark Vanderoff, WLKY News.